G'day everyone, Jason Haines here once again, QPL Rural, another look around the Riverina at what's been happening in rural property. Something a little different this week, we're going to talk about irrigation properties and where there's big opportunity going forward for a lot of people. And also we're going to touch on what else you could be doing with your grain this year and in years to come that might add extra value to your business. Firstly, let's start off with irrigation properties at the moment, and I do see a big opportunity here, especially where that dryland market is going at the moment. Now, it's a bit hard to compare the two, I know, and I know that dryland producers have always said, oh, irrigation's expensive, but actually let's go down, knuckle down and actually have a look at some figures. This week, water traded at $60 a megalitre. Now, I know first thing you're going to say is, oh, that's quite low, but the reality is the average price in the Murrumbidgee over the last 10 years, on a weighted average, in the last 10 years for surface water has been $66.70. Now, just think about that for a moment. Forget cotton and all those sorts of things. If you had the opportunity to throw, let's say, 2.5 megalitres of water at a wheat crop and guarantee that you're going to be pulling 5 to 6 tonnes of the hectare out every year of wheat, wouldn't you do it? Now, in many instances in these areas, there's still opportunity to grow a dryland crop, but it can be backed up and opportunely watered to increase those yields and really guarantee you a result. On top of this irrigation country largely has been trading at less than what our medium rainfall country has been trading with over the last 6 to 12 months. Quite simply, the return on investment here could be much greater than where you're sitting in that sort of 18 plus inch rainfall zone and trying to buy dryland cropping country. Now, there's a lot of other advantages to be had here as well. The opportunity to summer crop. Easily to put corn or even cotton and those sorts of things. But even if you think about corn, a lot of the dryland producers out there already have the existing equipment to harvest corn, to harvest wheat. It's not much of an extension on what a lot of producers are already doing in that dryland space. And here's an opportunity to get a better return on investment for that capital invested in the land. So have a think about this. As I did say last week, there's plenty of upside to be had, especially when you consider where dryland prices are heading at the moment. Now, next this week, I wanted to give you something to think about while you're driving the header or the truck and you're running into town delivering wheat at approximately $250 a tonne in some places. That's 25 cents a kilo on a dry matter basis, and I just wanted you to think a little bit about where you could be putting that grain in the future and value adding that. So, for instance, the marginal growth rate on a pig is a feed conversion rate of almost 2 to 1. Let's say that they're just over 2 to 1. So if you're going to put in, say, 60 to 70 cents worth of grain into that pig, you're going to turn out at the moment about $3 worth of pork. So that's not a bad increase in value on that couple of kilos of grain. The same goes for dairy. If you put in 25 cents or a kilo of grain into a cow, she's going to produce you a marginal amount of about 2 litres of milk. So at 50 cents a litre or just under at the moment, you're turning that 25 cents into a number that's not far short of $1. So both these systems are increasing the value of that product you're already producing by a factor of almost 4 in a lot of cases. As I've said before, there's margin to be had here, and it is the way the world is moving at the moment. There's a lot more intensification of livestock. That protein around the world is seeing increased value, and we're seeing that in livestock prices, and it could be a very smart move for a lot of producers to look at value adding what they're already doing on farm. As I've said to you before, we've got a number of farms with a management team already in place, so you can run it as an off-farm investment, but a great way of value adding what you're already doing at home. Now, lastly this week, a quick shout out. Again, I've got dryland demand. I've got active buyers out in the market at the moment looking for all classes of property at the moment. So please, if you wanted to finish on a bang, this is a super strong harvest out there for a lot of producers. If you wanted to finish on a bang, there's a good opportunity there to get a very good price for your property. Please give me a call. Happy to come and have a confidential conversation with you. This could well be the year to make it all happen. Now, as always, if you'd like any more information on anything we've spoken about here today, please feel free to give me a call at any time, 0488 594 450. We'll catch up again next week. Cheers.